Hello, my fellow patriots. I'm coming to you today to ask for your support so that we can take back our country from the clutches of a rampant inflation caused by incompetent Democrat leadership and from the waves of bloodthirsty illegal aliens that are pouring into our country. During my first term, I was widely recognized as the greatest president in U.S. history. It's true, they said it on Fox News, and compare that to how they're destroying our country right now. They're really making me look that much better. I believe in helping the working men and women of this country and a little thing called common sense. Do we remember common sense? Probably not at this point, 4 years in. But that's unlike Lion Kamala Harris, or as I like to call her, Kamala Harris, Scamala Harris, who is a nasty, radical woman, and she supports using your taxpayer money to pay for transgender surgeries for drug dealers and rapists. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. There's never been anything like it.
The California Department of Corrections, that they were standing in the way of surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. And there was a specific case. And when I learned about the case, I worked behind the scenes to not only make sure that that transgender woman got the services she was deserving. So it wasn't only about that case. I made sure that they changed the policy in the state of California so that every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access to the medical care that they desired and need.
She is in the pocket of China. We all know this. And it seems this communist craziness runs deep in her veins because her father is a Marxist professor at a very liberal university. But don't worry, you know, none of the mudslinging and attacks of the fake news media are not going to work on me, especially since they subbed in the wrong candidate after they put Sleepy Joe to bed. For example, they were giving me heat for my love of all things P. Diddy, the diddler, P. Diddy.
I'm a very strict and focused businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. Don's never been wider. I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that.
But little do they know that Kamala, she loves her some Biddy as well. And you know, I saw Diddy's favorite ex-girlfriend endorse Kamala.
I will be casting my ballot for Kamala Harris for President of the United States.
And that made me a little bit sad, little bit sad. But at least we got one from Joe Rogan. A last second endorsement from Joe Rogan. We love him. We love him. She called people not to vote for me because of my conviction in a New York court for the hush money I paid to my favorite adult healthcare provider. That's what I call her. And, but it seems that Kamala forgets about how she snaked to the top of the slimy world of politics by having her own scandalous affair with the married man.
8 out of the 10 voters I meet are absolutely persuaded that I know what I'm doing, that I'm pretty smart, that I can get the job done, and that I may be a rogue, but I'm their kind of rogue.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties, fine women.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
Let's just all agree to sleep around, okay? And that really explains why she's so desperate for unrestricted abortion. If her extreme abortion policies are able to pass, the radical agenda will not stop. And they will probably start to fight for the right for abortions outside of the womb. It'll be little babies, little toddlers, little boys, little girls. We can't let this happen for our nation. How horrible. Vote Trump to make America great again. We got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I'm going to come do it. You got to vote for me so that we can send Kamala back to the kitchen to make some sandwiches for her husband, just like we did to Hillary. We'll do it again. And hopefully that will fix her hugely horrific laughter. She's got to get that checked.
Ground beef is up almost 50%.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.